So why on earth should you learn triads? I mean, it's a big commitment. Even just major and minor, these are 6 different shapes on the strings G, B, and E alone. Well, here's the reason. It'll improve both your rhythm guitar playing and your lead guitar playing because you can use triads for both. You can come up with nice rhythm parts using triads. You can use them to come up with lead guitar playing. And triads will help you understand the fretboard, and actually you can come up with entire compositions using triads. Here's what to expect. I'll show you all major and minor triad shapes on the melody strings. This info alone, these shapes alone, that would be almost useless. There's one more thing you need to learn as well. Now you might ask, well Florian, that's all nice and so, but what are we gonna do with triads? I'm glad you asked, I come prepared. I came up with a short piece of music that you heard me playing in the beginning. This is your application. All the shapes are in there. And I'll teach you how to play it in a second. By the way, I have this thing I'm working on in the background. It's called This Spark. Now, if you're a beginner, listen up because it's the perfect place to get from being a beginner to being a confident, creative, late intermediate guitar player. I'm super excited about launching it and I can't say much more at this moment other than it'll open only from June 1st to 5th. So go to highguitar.com and get yourself on the waiting list. Triads. What is a triad? Simple. You know chords like the D major chord, right? Any major or minor chord consists of 3 different notes. This is a triad. Simple, as I said. Now triads, in other words, are 3-note chords. You can play them like so, all together, or like so. Arpeggiated, so one note after the other. And this here is your first major triad shape. But there is one more thing you need to know. Otherwise, learning these shapes is useless. I can't stress that enough. You need to know where the root note is within each shape. Because look, if you want to play a song, you have a sheet of paper in front of you and it says D major. And you know the major shape, but you don't know where to play it. This is a big problem. You need to locate that root note first and then apply the shape to it. And then you're good to go. So the root note here for that D major chord is right in the middle where my ring finger is. This is the root note. And then the order of the other notes is always the same. The string below is the 3rd. The string below would be the 5th, but I don't have any. And that's why I start from the top again. And with bottom and top, I'm only talking about these bottom 3 strings and I'm only talking visually. So I have the root note here. This is the 3rd, and this is the 5th. This is the 2nd major shape. Again, it's a D major. It sounds a little different because the order of notes is different. So I have my root note here where the middle finger is, the top string. As I said, the 3rd is below, and the 5th is below. This is the 3rd major shape, with the mini bar here on the bottom 2 strings. Again, it sounds a little different, although it's a D major again, because the order of the notes is different. Now the root note is on the bottom string here. Then the 3rd would be below, but I don't have any strings, so I start from the top again. This is the 3rd, and then the 5th is below. And the same in minor. This is the first minor shape. It is just your D minor chord. Again, the root note is in the middle here where the ring finger is. This is the 3rd just below, and the 5th is on the top string. The next one, easy to remember because it looks like a staircase. Again, the root note is here, top string, then the 3rd below, the 5th below. And the 3rd minor shape is easy to remember as well because it's a bar on the bottom of 3 strings. The root note is here on the bottom. This is the 3rd, and this is the 5th. Before I show you the application which covers all 6 triad shapes, just a word. If you ever want to use these triads in music, they need to come like that. They need to come quickly because if you make music, or when you make music, you're under time pressure. You can't think about what's the shape again, where's the root note. It doesn't work like that. They need to come like that, so please learn them. The application I wrote that you heard me playing in the beginning is called t-t-t-triad. T-t-t-triad. Not to mix up with t-t-triad or t-t-t-triad. It is t-t-t-triad. Anyway, you can download the tabs down below. There are also the action steps that you need to take in order to play it. There is my time estimation, like how long does it take you to learn it, my estimation of how difficult it is, extra tips, and some words of encouragement. Now it all starts on a D major chord, and I play everything here finger pick, not with the guitar pick. And usually when I do that, I assign fingers to specific strings. So if the thumb covers the E, A, and D string, my index finger covers the G string, my middle finger covers the B string, and my ring finger covers the E string. And then I play that D major chord here, starting from the D string, then an A major, and then an E minor. You could take your little finger or ring finger here, either way would do fine. And then I quickly slide 2 frets further and back. And that slide is rather quick. It almost feels like playing these 3 strings, and then starting to slide is the same moment. Then I do the same D again, but a different shape. Here, this one. Different shape of A. Different shape of E. It's the staircase. And that slide thing is just the same. And then again D. And then I finish on that E here, because this is kind of like the end section, which has a different tempo. Listen to the start again, you'll hear me play through it. It's a different tempo here. Then an A and a G, A and a G again. And then I play that D again for the finish, but instead of playing D straight away, I play it 1 fret before it, and then slide into it. And this slide is different. This slide is a slow slide. So I play that first fret and slide it up 1. Learn these 6 shapes, memorize where the root notes are, and have fun with the application to Triad. And between us, do you remember? There's a thing coming up, the Spark. It's gonna help you become a confident, creative, late intermediate guitar player. And it's gonna be open from June 1st to 5th only. I'll see you in the next lesson.